Get ready for a massive homecoming celebration. We start with the incredible news that Fergus Falls is hosting a huge homecoming for American Idol Top 5 finalist Chris Tungseth. This is more than just a visit. Officials have declared the day as Chris Tungseth Day and even changed the town's sign to honor this Minnesota hero. We dive into the details of this heartwarming event and what made this homecoming so special for the community. Clay Aiken reflects on Simon Cowell's comments, discussing the tension between image and talent that define the show. This story explores the lasting impact of those on-air remarks and what it means for the journey of a singer like Aiken. Stay with us for more breaking news. Fergus Falls is buzzing with excitement as the community celebrates the homecoming of American Idol Top 5 finalist Chris Tungseth. The event has drawn significant attention from local residents eager to welcome back the contestant. Details regarding the homecoming celebration are currently emerging, marking a highlight in the local entertainment scene. Chris Tungseth has returned to his hometown of Fergus Falls, Minnesota, following a highly anticipated homecoming after months spent touring and sharing his voice on American Idol. The reception upon his return was described as overwhelming, with Tungseth expressing deep emotion about the outpouring of support from the community. Speaking in an interview with Valley News Live on Facebook, Tungseth shared his feelings, stating, "I'm overwhelmed with so much love in the best way. It's surreal to me. I was gone in a hotel room for 6-7 weeks and then you come back home and you're like, oh, this is real life. Like it doesn't feel real. I don't know what is happening, but I'm so grateful. Like to see everybody I was like, holy smokes, there's so many people here that supported me." And when you see it in person, it's so different. And I was holding back tears the entire way through. My cheeks are sore from smiling. In recognition of his return, officials in the city of Fergus Falls declared the day Chris Tungseth Day and temporarily changed the town's sign to honor the American Idol star. The celebration culminated with a concert at the historical landmark known as the Kirkbride, drawing thousands to honor the Minnesota hero. Looking ahead, Chris Tungseth is preparing a new single and plans to schedule local concerts in Minnesota and the surrounding area. Following these engagements, he intends to move to Nashville to advance his music career. Tungseth is celebrated as a true Midwest star, emphasizing his lasting connection to his roots and community. Clay Aiken has revisited a harsh comment made by American Idol judge Simon Cowell, revealing a past remark that deeply affected him. In an interview with TV Insider, Aiken was informed that current judges are significantly kinder than the original Simon Cowell. Aiken responded directly, asking, "He called me ugly. Is that what you're saying?" Aiken confirmed that Cowell had indeed called him ugly on national television. Following one of Aiken's final performances on the competition show, Cowell offered feedback stating, "What's astonishing is how handsome this show has made you. You look back on those early clips, I'm not being rude, but you really were ugly then and now you're handsome." Reflecting on the moment with perspective, Aiken noted that Cowell came from an industry focused heavily on image rather than physical appearance. Aiken shared that during his audition, Cowell had commented that he didn't look like a pop star but possessed a great voice, posing a question about whether America would vote for the best singers or those who resembled pop stars. Aiken contrasted his experience with other contestants from Season 2's Top 12, mentioning figures like Carmen Rasmussen and Trenace, whom he described as gorgeous, alongside himself and the eventual winner, Ruben Studdard, who was a larger build. He also noted that Kimberly Locke, a full-figured singer, was not necessarily a pop star by looks, but was arguably a good singer. When addressing the memory of the insult, Aiken clarified that he wasn't dwelling on it daily. He explained that he recalled the comment after watching old clips last year and listening to some of Cowell's remarks, prompting a strong reaction. Aiken concluded that he could not recall specific mean statements, but acknowledged that contestants generally maintained a good relationship with the judge. Clay Aiken has revisited a harsh comment made by American Idol judge Simon Cowell, revealing a moment of personal reflection on the show's judging dynamics. In an interview with TV Insider, Aiken was quoted as saying the current panel of judges are much kinder than OG judge Simon Cowell, prompting Aiken to directly address the severity of Cowell's remarks. "He called me ugly. Is that what you're saying?" The controversy stems from a feedback session following one of Aiken's final performances. Cowell reportedly commented, "What's astonishing is how handsome this show has made you. You look back on those early clips, I'm not being rude, but you really were ugly then and now you're handsome." Aiken acknowledged that Cowell intended the comment as a compliment, reflecting on the differing priorities between the judge and the industry's focus on image. Aiken elaborated on the context of the judging process, noting that Cowell operated in an environment prioritizing image over appearance. He recalled an audition where Cowell had suggested Aiken did not look like a pop star, but possessed a great voice, posing a dilemma about whether the public would favor vocal talent or visual appeal. Reflecting on the season, Aiken compared him to other contestants, mentioning that while some were deemed gorgeous, others, like himself and the eventual winner Ruben Studdard, were perceived differently based on physical presentation. Aiken stressed that his recollection of the insult was based on watching old clips and listening to past comments, questioning whether he had psychologically blocked out the harsher remarks. He concluded by noting that the contestants generally maintained a positive relationship with Cowell.